interest in the US presidential election has reached a fever high across the globe as the world community is holding its breath to see the winner of the 2020 presidential election. The global interest this time around has been unprecedented because of all the attention drawn by the US ever since the emergence and eccentric ways of President Donald Trump. The election results now have started favoring the Democratic challenger Biden as he closes in on 270 electoral votes. Good morning, I'm Sarah Chitrakar and these are the top stories of the hour. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli claims his ouster at his juncture will be catastrophic to the nation. Adds this is no time to resign. With the highest single-day death of 30, the COVID-19 death tally climbs to 1,034. Nepal's spread of infection rate highest in the South Asia region. The odds healthily in favor of a Biden win in the heated US presidential race. Biden nearing 270 electoral votes. And Barcelona registered 3 wins in the Champions League as they beat a depleted Dynamo Kyiv to go top of Group G. Prime Minister and Chairman of the ruling Nepal Communist Party, KP Sharma Oli, has said that he would not resign from the post of the top executive. Premier Oli, while inaugurating the annex building of Manmohan Cardiovascular Centre in capital's Tribhuvan University Teaching Hospital earlier yesterday, said that the country would be dragged into crisis if he would step down from the post at this juncture. Prime Minister Oli's remark came at a time when both the chairman duo have distanced themselves from one another amid the heightened intra-party wrangling.
राजीनामा दिन मिल्छ मेरो लागि होइन देशको लागि मैले राजीनामा दिनु भनेको देशलाई बर्बादीतिर जान दिनु त्यसकारण म राजीनामा दिनेवाला छैन तयारी गर्दैछ यो तयारी अन्तिममा के हुनेछ ग्राफ्स आर शावर्स ग्राफ्स केही पनि हुनेवाला छैन म यस ठाउँमा आएको मेरा रहरले होइन जनताको आवश्यकता र समर्थनले यहाँ पुर्याएको म जाल जेल टिक्लमबाट होइन यहाँ पुगेको व्यापक जनसमर्थनबाट.
Criticizing Premier Oli for running the party and the government on his own, majority members of the Secretariat Committee meeting, including Executive Chairman Pushpa Kamal Dahal, are mulling over removing Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli from the dual posts. Even as both the chairmen held discussion on Saturday to find a solution to the party's contentious issues by summoning the Secretariat Committee meeting, it is understandable that Premier Oli is reluctant to convene the meeting. In the meantime, leaders from both the factions have held separate discussions without finding a headway. The novel coronavirus has continued its surge as the COVID-19 death toll has climbed to 1,034 with 30 deaths due to COVID-19 yesterday. This is the highest single-day death reported in the country so far. Likewise, a total of 3,309 new cases of COVID-19 were confirmed yesterday, taking the total case tally to 182,923. According to the Health Ministry, a total of 13,144 swab samples were tested yesterday, taking the test tally to over 1.49 million. The PCR test responded with 1,878 positive cases in the federal capital, as Kathmandu district confirmed 1,570 cases, while Lalitpur reported 189 and Bhaktapur registered 119 cases. Likewise, 3,844 individuals registered full recovery yesterday, taking the national recovery tally to 144,878, while the recovery rate has climbed to 79.2%. According to the Health Ministry, there are over 36,000 active cases in the country, with 6,780 in isolation centers, 30,131 in home isolation, and 1,305 corona patients in various quarantine facilities. The ministry informed that 78 patients are receiving treatment with ventilator support, while 379 are in intensive cares across different hospitals. Nepal has become the most affected country from COVID-19 in the South Asia in terms of population density. Even as India has the highest number of cases in the South Asia region, Nepal's rate of infection is the highest in recent days in the region. India ranks first in South Asia in terms of the number of infected people and stands second globally. Likewise, Bangladesh stands at 22nd, Pakistan at 27th and Nepal at 34th in the global list of coronavirus. However, the three countries ahead of Nepal have a much higher population, and therefore, population-wise, the COVID-19 scenario in Nepal is far worse than these countries. Initially ranked third in terms of the spread rate in South Asia, Nepal has now surpassed all 7 countries in the region. More than 1,000 new cases have been reported per 10 million every day in Nepal, while the number in Maldives is 662, India 276, Sri Lanka 128, Bangladesh 105 and Pakistan 52. Researchers have opined that the increasing spread of infection in the community level, government stepping back from test and treatment, and lack of contact tracing have further pushed the country into a health crisis. Indian Army Chief Manoj Mukunda Narvane arrived in Kathmandu yesterday at the formal invitation of Chief of Army Staff Purna Chandra Thapa. Indian Army Chief landed by a special aircraft of Indian Air Force at Trivandrum International Airport yesterday morning. It is customary in Nepal and India to honor the Army Chiefs from their respective countries with honorary title of the General. President Bidya Devi Bhandari is scheduled to confer Indian Army Chief Narvane with the honorary rank of the General of Nepal Army amid a function today. During his visit, Indian Army Chief Narvane will call on Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli and other prominent leaders from Nepal. The Indian Army Chief's visit has been seen as meaningful at a time when the bilateral relations between two countries is almost at its lowest ebb due to ongoing border disputes. Local residents from the capital in Lalitpur Sunakoti Dholai region have resorted to stern protest after the construction of this section of the road has been stranded. The infamous Shailung construction is looking over the construction of the Sunakoti Dholai road section. The local residents who had been blocking the road section in Sunakoti area from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. since Sunday have obstructed the road section up to Dholai from yesterday to mount pressure on the contractor company after the constructions have been stranded. The residents there have been complaining that the road has not been blacktopped despite assurances by the contractor to be completed by mid-July. The contractor Shailung Constructions has been engaged in Dholai Sunakoti Chapagaon road extension project for the past 6 years. With an estimated budget of 200 million rupees, a section of 3.2 km road should already have been expanded and blacktopped. However, the company has only 700 meters of completed work to show, that too after the deadline was extended three times. Meanwhile, the road section from Chapagaon to residence of Executive Chairman of the ruling Nepal Communist Party, Pushpa Kamal Dahal in Dholai has been widened and blacktopped, while the rest of the road section has been left unattended. It may be recalled that Director of Shailung Construction, Sharda Prasad Adhikari, has rented his house to the ruling party's Executive Chairman, Pushpa Kamal Dahal. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked the local residents in Piuthan district, why has the practice of child marriage continued in modern days? Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
मुख्य कारण चाहिँ बालबालिकालाई संवेदनशील रूपमा नलिएको मैले बुझेको छु.
लिटरेसी भयो अनि अर्को कुरा गरिबी भयो अनि त्यसपछि अर्को कुरा बेरोजगारी.
पहिलो कुरा समुदाय र अभिभावकले चाहिँ बालबालिकालाई निगरानी गर्दै नगर्ने, छाडा छोड्दिने बालबालिकालाई हैन. उनीहरुको नराम्रो कामलाई त हैट भन्न सक्न पर्यो नि, बालबालिकाले नगर भन्न सक्न पर्यो.
जस्तो अनि सँगै घर परिवारमा छलफल नहुने,
जनचेतनाको कारणले हैन, अनि फेरि अशिक्षित भएको कारणले हैन, अनि फेरि उहिलेदेखिको परम्परागत हैन त्यो चलन भएको कारणले,
सामाजिक सञ्जाल दुरुपयोगको कारणले बाल विवाह बढेको,
अशिक्षा, एउटा जनचेतनाको कमी, एउटा बेरोजगारी,
परम्परागत एउटा चलन चल्ती भनौं, अब सांस्कृतिक र विशेष गरेर गाउँले चाहिँ नि जनजीवनलाई 20 वर्ष पुर्याउन अलि गाह्रो हुने, पढाइ लेखाइ कम हुने.
time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Here's the question. What's your take on the request by Metropolis not to offer free food at the capital's open theatre? Your options are A. Trying to better manage, B. Overlooking the poor, and C. Trying to cover incompetence. The voting is on. Type NAWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And before wrapping up, here's a look at the top stories once again. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli claims his ouster at his juncture will be catastrophic to the nation. Adds this is no time to resign. With the highest single-day death of 30, the COVID-19 death tally climbs to 1,034. Nepal's spread of infection rate highest in the South Asia region. The odds healthily in favor of a Biden win in the heated US presidential race. Biden nearing 270 electoral votes. And Barcelona registered 3 wins in the Champions League as they beat a depleted Dynamo Kyiv to go top of Group G. And those were our latest headlines. Keep watching Kantipur Television HD. Have a good day.